Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to my channel. I hope my screen is up. So today what we are going to discuss, yesterday you all have seen these many formulas like in Excel, Control C, Control V, Control Z, Control X, Control S, Alt TSV and if else. So these formulas we have already seen, even rand between. Rand between is nothing but to generate the random numbers. If you have not seen that video, please go on my timeline and see that particular video. And press the bell icon so that you will see whenever I upload any new. So for this particular video, I have considered these many formulas. I'm going to tell you, that is average, max, min, filter, filter with condition, and VLOOKUP. These are very important formulas in Excel. So whenever I have already shown you how to create Excel sheet, how the worksheet is look like. So there are several worksheets you can see here, like company 1 data, company 2 data. You can create as many as you want. Sheet 2, sheet 3, or whatever. You just want to hide them, you can hide them as well. You can rename them as well. Whatever you want to do, you can do that. So the sheet 1 and the sheet 2 having the data of few employees which are common. You can see that these employees are common here and here. Why I kept that? Because I want to show you some VLOOKUP formula there. What exactly it is used for, I will let you know. But first, let us focus on these formulas. Average, max, min, filter, and filter with condition. Okay. So let's say I want to understand that this data, which is given to you by the company, and they just want to understand that what is the average salary of my employees. So how to do that? Just say equal to, as I told you that for any formula, you have to apply equal to, and you have to give the range. Because let's say I want to understand the salaries, just select these columns, E2 to E11. Close the bracket, press the enter button. So it will give you the average salary of the employees. So average, you already know that summation of all and then divide of number of rows. So 10. So the summation it is showing like 1050611 and count is 10 and the average is showing is like 105061.1. So this is the average. So why I'm telling you, because whenever you get the data, you have to do some dice and slice of the data to understand that what is the data characteristic. Average is very important there. Then I will say max. Which employee is getting the max salary? Nothing but you have applied max function here equal to, remember this equal to sign is very important. Apply this on the salary part, close it, enter. And you will get that, okay, what is the maximum salary of the employee? So maximum salary who is getting? This person is getting Saurav. Why? Because his salary is max 1,24,000 something. You can easily see here why, because we have only 10 rows of data. But say, think about that. I told you, right, like 10 lakh something rows are there. So if the data is like 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, then it is very difficult to get the max, min, and everything. So you have to learn that. Let's say we will apply minimum. Similar way, just apply it on the given set of the data. Select it, enter, and you will get your result. So these are the very small functions, but they're very important. Basically, if you see here, the average is already showing here. So if I select this particular salary, you can see here average, count, sum, everything is showing here. And if you click here and apply maximum, minimum also, it will show you minimum, max as well. So instead of applying the formula, you just select this particular row and it will show you everything. How to do that? Just right click here and see this particular menu will come there. And you can see minimum, maximum, what is the sum of that, what is the average, everything is given here. So you have to just apply that particular thing and it will show here. But if you do not want to do that, there is a formula also. So here, if you apply average, it will show you average. Here, if you apply max, it will show you max. Min, it will show you min. Now come to the filter. Filter is the very important part, because they just don't want to, we have applied this if-else formula. You remember, right? In the morning, I have shown you in the yesterday video, you have seen that if and formula and if or formula. And if you need any more details on that, please go and watch my previous video. on Excel. So here, without applying the formula, I can do a lot of things with using these two things, filter and filter with condition. Okay. So let's say I apply the filter on the salary column or on this particular data set. How to apply the filter? There are two ways. Number one, data, and you apply the filter here. So filter is nothing but you can apply like this, and you can see largest to smallest, smallest to largest, and any other condition as well. So this is the condition. But if you want to see, let's say I want to see smallest to largest, I will do that. It will show the entire data will get filtered. This is the smallest value, this is the largest value. If I want to do largest to smallest, just click on that and it will show you largest. But after applying filter, you have to apply the condition as well. This condition is very important. Please focus on this part because it is going to be important part. Let's say if I apply a filter where I want to see only those values which are less than okay, which are less than 100,000, 10,000. Okay, I've applied it on the yearly package. I'll just apply that. See what happens. No data is filtered. Why? Because there is no value which is less than this particular or greater than that. How? Let's see that. What is the value here? Unit 100, 1000, 1000, lakh, 10 lakh. So 14 lakhs. All the values are greater than 10 lakh. That's why my filter condition doesn't work. Let's say if I apply number filter greater than, if I will apply, let's say 11 lakhs. So here it will show you value. How many values it is showing? Total 9 values. Total how many values are there? 10 values. So greater than 11 lakh, these many records are there. 9. So I have shown you only less than, but you can apply any of them. Like I want to see the top 10. Top 10 means the numbers figures which are like smallest to largest or largest to smallest. However you want to sort this, you can sort it and then you can apply this. Let's say between. How to apply between? This number is greater than this and less than this. So let's say I want to apply, this number will be greater than 100,000, but less than 12. 10. Yes. See, these are the values which are greater than 10 and less than 12 for your understanding only. So just try to use these functions as much as possible. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Just create some dummy data. I have already informed you how to do that. Rand between is a function to generate any dummy data for any name, and try to play with these functions because these functions are very important. And if you work in a company, let's say tomorrow you start your career, or you go in a company, or you start to do any courses, so their Excel is very important. So all these functions which I have told you, C2 up to this filter with condition, these are the basic functions. You have to do it every now and then. So please do that and learn them, play with them. And I told you that any formula which you have to apply, you have to always do this equal to sign. Whatever formula you have to learn, like plus, minus, multiply, divide, every function is there on the keyboard. Just try to do it. Now I'm coming to this function. This is called VLOOKUP. You know, one company, in one company, there was a huge branch, and they're working for one organization, which was a huge oil and gas company. There, this VLOOKUP function was the key. If you know VLOOKUP, you will be great. If you do not know, you will be out of. So what is VLOOKUP? I will tell you. VLOOKUP is nothing but the vertical lookup, in which how you do this function. There are two databases. You will get the data from both the databases, but you have to compare. Let's say value 1 is present in one database and value 1 is also present in the second database. How do you know that? If let's say the number of rows are like 10 and 10, you can easily see them manually. and work on them. But let's say you have a data of like 100,000 rows. You cannot go and do this manual checkups that, okay, this particular value V1 is present here also and there also. So better you will apply this VLOOKUP function. And to apply this VLOOKUP function, I have created this company 1 data and company 2 data. Just understand that these are the 2 data sources, basically. And I want to check which are the names which are present here, or which are the names which are present here, or which are the names which are present in both. So let's say I have taken this particular data as a, so I want to understand that whether these names are present in this particular row or not. VLOOKUP we will apply. So how to apply VLOOKUP? Just go any cell equal to VLOOKUP, open bracket, and then you have to see this particular name, the first name, and come here and select this particular column, because you have to see in this particular column, comma, 1, comma, 0, because we have to do that in the first column. When you enter that, you'll say Saurabh is not there. Okay, no problem. Just drag it till the names are there. So, okay, so it is saying like no name is there. Is it so? But I can see there are a few names which are already there. So how? Okay. We look up function here. Here we have to give argument comma 1, 0. Okay. I think there is something I have done wrong here, and here I have done thing. Okay, so here I have not taken, that's what just okay. Just drag it to the down. So you can see only few names are there present in that particular sheet, and few names are not present. How we have applied that? Just look it again, like this VLOOKUP, and which value you have to check? A2. So you have to give that A2 value. In the last formula I missed that, that's why I was showing NA. But here if you give this A2 value and then go to this company 2 data and select this particular column A1, A to A, the entire column, comma 1, comma 0. Why? Because we are looking at only the first column. So just comma 1 or 0 and then drag it. So it will give you the results. Let's say I want to see that what is the salary given here, or what is the age given here for those employees. So here, when you apply the VLOOKUP again for this particular value, comma, come here, select 2 columns, because I have to see salary this time, comma 2, comma 0, because I have to see the second column, salary 1. So you can see here the second column is salary. When you enter that, it will give you the Saurabh salary as well as Mayank, Naga, Ankit, and Archana salary. But not for this this guy. Ankit is not present. Oh, sorry. Vandana is not present in that. Shravan is not present. Anurag, Anjali, Sonal. We do not have any records for them. That's why we're showing any. So this is the second column. Let's say I want to see their age as well. And then we will compare whether the age is same in both data sets or not. So that will become the consistency. So as I told you in the beginning, in the data folder, that the age should be equal in all the database. So if I'm talking about only this employee, and I go here and I will select the 3 columns here, and I say comma 3, comma 0, apply this. Okay, now you can drag it to the down. So it will show you the age. See, these are random numbers. Don't expect they will be same. So let's say I got the data for Saurabh and Ankit. Why? Because it is present here in this particular registry. The guys who are missing, Anjali, Sonal, they are not here. That's why the data is not coming here. So this VLOOKUP function is very important. we all have to learn when we work on Excel. Just remember how to apply VLOOKUP, bracket, open, which column you have to apply. Then you have to come to this particular part, select that particular column, and comma, which column you want. Let's say I want the salary and age, so I have to apply 2 and 3. If I want just name, I will apply 1. Simple. So I will get that, okay, which data is present, which data is not present. Now the analysis part will come. VLOOKUP is done. So I have seen that, okay, these many columns, which are these many names which are present in company 1 data as well and company 2 data as well. Now we have to do analysis. So let's say I want to do the analysis whether the age is same or not. I will say equal to S2, and then I will go to their age. What is their age? 44. It will say it is false. Why it is changing, I will tell you, because they are random numbers. They are generating them randomly. Every time you put enter, it will generate some random numbers. And I told you that how to change these random numbers to fixed numbers. Just Control C means copy, and Control V means values. I will do that. Values I have done, Alt TSV, which I have told you. This is the value function. Now this will not change. For salary also, I will say Control C and then Alt TSV. This is the shortcut Alt TSV. Now this function has gone, but data will be there. So here it will not change. So let's say it is showing false. It means this data is present in the company 2 data as well, but their age is not matching. This is called analysis using this VLOOKUP function. So average, max, min, filter, filter with condition, and VLOOKUP. These are the very important functions whenever you are working in that. So let's say I want to give you some insights. These are the terms which they use. What is the insights of this? So number one insight is that only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 records are present in company 2 data. This is the first insight. Second insight is that their salary is not matched. Third insight is that even their age is not matching. Then the conclusion, what conclusion I have made might be the name is same, but they are different because their attributes are not. How can be one person is at 44 and the same person is at 28 age? So might be this is number 1, this is number 2. These two are the different guys. This is the insights. These are the analysis which you have to present to the management because they are not interested in this all VLOOKUP and do this dirty work. It is called data cleaning work. They don't want to do that. So they just want to understand that, okay, 5 records are only matching, their salary is not matching, even their age is not matching, but the name is same, but they are the different people because their age is different. So just understand, learn all this formula, which I have already informed you. Go through my first video of Excel and please like, share and subscribe this video and my channel. And thank you very much for supporting me this much. Means in one day I'm having like 120 subscribers now. And first video of Excel I've already pasted there. So this is the second video which I'm going to paste. Please press the bell icon so whenever I upload the new video, you will get to know. Thank you very much. Have a good day. All the best.